That's Jim O'Rear's Wacky World.
Today, I am at SeaWorld Orlando, where they have invited me out for a special sneak peek of this year's Howl-O-Scream event. Because clearly, they trust me with secrets. Bold choice. Instead of feeding us to the sharks, which honestly would have been on brand, they rolled out their very first Howl-O-Scream fashion show. Yes, folks, I sat in on what can only be described as Project Runway Murder.
Welcome to our Howl-O-Scream 2025 fashion show!
We got a preview of a new high-energy show that they'll be doing also. We got a look at the new icons, costumes, scare zone characters, haunted house characters, and of course merchandise. Because nothing says Halloween terror like buying an awesome t-shirt with blood splatters printed on it. There were hats, pins, cups, basically everything you'd need if you wanted your kitchenware to scream, "Yes, I support cannibalistic mariners."
And your toy shelf. Good luck to the Mars SeaWorld. On the wicked upon you, you'll be saying, "Wait, what's that? A nun with a gun?" Click, like, cry, then scream, "Why?" You're deep in Jim O'Rear's Wacky World. This just in, a haunted mannequin was spotted at an abandoned Chuck E. Cheese wearing Jean-Claude Van Damme's pants. It was. He's the master of madness, the king of the weird, with a stash of collectibles, even ghosts feared. Final wacky kickin', Wacky World, where the laugh track's real, with sarcasm heals what logic can't feel. No rules, just flare like a funhouse mirror with chest hair. Click, like, cry, then scream, "Why?" One more time, now don't be shy. Wacky World, that's Jim O'Rear's Wacky World. There's a UFO made of PVC, a werewolf that Denny's just sipping tea. You roast your grandma for stealing a sign that hugged a ghost dog. There's a UFO made of PVC, a werewolf that Denny's just sipping tea.
And the houses this year sound intense. We've got Widow's Nest, a Victorian orphanage run by a spider lady seamstress, which is basically Charlotte's Web if it were written by Stephen King. Then there's the Rave Yard, because apparently the dead don't rest. They just shuffle endlessly to bad EDM. The Collector's Curse features a creepy hoarder who's really into cursed antiques. And meanwhile, Farm 51 returns, proving aliens and corn are still a terrifying combo. And Water's Edge Wellness Center reminds us that nothing ever good happens at a spa. The scare zones sound equally as fun. There's Echoes in the Glass, a maze of mirrors that proves nothing is scarier than seeing yourself from a bad angle. Ashes of the Forgotten. It's a scrapyard run by nightmare creatures who probably smell like burning tires. Woodrot Hollow is a swamp with an ancient force waiting in the mud, just basically Florida, but with more fog machines. Then there's Trailer Park Tragedy, because nothing says horror like running from monsters in a neighborhood where duct tape is a structural material. And of course, fan favorites, Cannibal Harbor and the Bloodlight District are back. Because you can't beat cannibals and vampires when it comes to wholesome family fun. They also teased live shows, themed bars, and roller coasters in the dark, because nothing enhances the fear of being decapitated by Jack the Ripper in Monster Stomp like following it with a $15 zombie cocktail and a ride on Mako, where you can scream so loud that you scare the guy in the next zip code. This year's theme is 5 Years of Fear, introducing their new icon, Havoc. And honestly, he looks like the kind of guy who would either destroy the world or maybe try to sell you a timeshare. So yeah, the SeaWorld Howl-O-Scream, fantastic. It runs September 5th through November 1st. I'll be there crying, buying lots of merch, and questioning my life choices. So if you enjoyed this preview, hit that like button, subscribe for more madness, and drop a comment telling me which haunted house you'd survive in the least. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Karate kicking logic right out the door, and reviewing John Claude like it's film folklore. Keyboard, glitch drums crashing, wacky world.